I'd known him for 3 years. He had almost no footprint on the internet. He didn't have an active Instagram. He never posted stories. No one knew where he'd gone on his last trip. I don't think I've ever heard his phone make a notification sound. One day I asked him, "Is your phone broken?" He said, "No." I just learned that not everyone needs access to me every moment of the day. Honestly, at first, I thought he was just strange. Because we live in an era where everyone keeps a version of themselves online. The food they eat, the places they go, the people they love, and even their sadness. But he never seemed to be in a hurry to be seen. Because every time we get together, everyone else was staring at their phones. But not him. One time, in the middle of a conversation, his phone vibrated. He glanced at the screen and said, "It's strange. We've gotten so used to always being available that we've forgotten people used to go hours without hearing from each other, and the world didn't end." And then he continued talking, as if nothing important had happened. And that wasn't even the strangest part. The strangest part was, he was the calmest person I'd ever met. One day I asked him, "Why don't you have Instagram?" He said, "I do. People just can't find it." One day I asked him, "Aren't you afraid of not sharing your life with other people?" He looked at me for a few seconds and said, "Afraid of what? That people won't know I had coffee today? Or that they won't know where I spent my weekend?" Then he laughed. But I didn't, because a question got stuck in my head. If the best thing in my life happened today, and I couldn't tell anyone about it, would I still be just as happy? That day, I realized something unsettling. I had been living a lot of my moments twice. The first time, when they actually happened. The second time, when I thought about how I was going to show them to everyone else. And sometimes, the second version mattered more than life itself. There was something else that always fascinated me about him. He was successful, too. He had done things that many people only dream about. A lot of people knew who he was, but I had never heard any of it from him. One day I asked him, "Why do you never talk about your accomplishments?" He said, "If I have to constantly remind people who I am, maybe I still don't believe in myself enough." After a few seconds of silence, he said something else. "Some of the most beautiful parts of my life stayed only between me and myself. And I think that's exactly why they're still beautiful." Maybe he wasn't running away from the internet. Maybe he just remembered that not everything was created to be watched. Maybe he understood that some things grow more when fewer people see them. A few months later, one day he asked me, "When was the last time something good happened to you, and you didn't tell anyone about it for a few days?" No matter how hard I thought, I couldn't remember. It felt like every good thing that happened to me only belonged to me for a few minutes. And then I had to hand it over to the world. Then he said something that has never left my mind. Some of the most beautiful parts of my life stayed only between me and myself. And I think that's why they've remained beautiful. Maybe our problem isn't that we spend too much time on the internet. Maybe the problem is that we've slowly forgotten which things are supposed to stay private. We've forgotten that everything valuable doesn't need to be seen to be real. I still don't know if he was right. I still take pictures. I still have days when I want people to know how I'm feeling. But ever since that day, I've kept some of the good parts of my life just for myself. And the strangest part is, for the first time, I felt like I didn't need to be seen to know that I had truly lived. And maybe he never tried to seem important. And maybe that's exactly why. Everyone who met him knew that he was. Because some people introduce themselves before they even walk into a room. And others, you only realize who they were after they've already left it. If the best thing in your life happened today, and you couldn't tell a single person, do you think you'd still be just as happy? Just write one of these two things in the comments. Yes. Or, I don't know.